The journey to financial freedom is often presented as a complex battlefield of high-risk deals and intricate algorithms. But what if the most powerful, most enduring path to wealth is also the simplest, most accessible, and most deeply aligned with our highest values? For those of us seeking not just profit, but meaningful prosperity, the kind of wealth that supports a stable, ethical life, the rules of the game have to change. We need a strategy built on proven data, historical wisdom, and a commitment to not compromising on what matters most. Our quest begins in the ancient world with an asset that has stood the test of time: gold. For millennia, it has been the ultimate hedge against uncertainty, and its track record speaks for itself. An investment made decades ago, placed into physical gold, could have multiplied your capital by 50 times. In fact, over the past year alone, the value of this enduring asset has grown by a remarkable 30%. Gold remains the foundational cornerstone of a resilient portfolio, a stable store of value, permitted and encouraged across generations as a long-term investment, provided it's transacted without speculation or usury. It is the steady anchor in a turbulent financial sea. Welcome to the Wealth Up Hub, where visionary mindsets turn into real wealth actions. Your future self thanks you. But an anchor, however essential, is not the engine of growth. To truly thrive in the modern era, we turn to the second, more dynamic path: the global stock market. For beginners seeking ethical and responsible opportunities, one of the most accessible entry points is through exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. Around the world, many ETFs are built with strict ethical screens. Funds that exclude excessive debt, harmful industries, and companies whose financial practices don't meet high-integrity standards. These principles mirror guidelines used in various values-based investing frameworks, including Sharia-compliant investing. The beauty of these ethically screened ETFs is their clarity. With a single purchase, you gain exposure to more than 200 of the world's top companies: Apple, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, while ensuring the underlying businesses operate in a transparent and responsible way. This is where accessibility meets exponential growth. You can start with as little as a single dollar and still participate in an asset class that has historically delivered strong long-term returns, more than doubling in recent years and growing nearly 20% in the last 12 months alone. This isn't speculation. It's ownership and global innovation. Next, we turn to something tangible: real estate. Not simply owning land, but transforming it into a productive asset. Whether it's a rental unit, a workspace, or a multi-room property, the core principle remains the same: generating clean, transparent rental income through fair and sustainable agreements. Real estate offers both long-term appreciation and recurring cash flow, turning a passive holding into an engine of wealth. Yet every seasoned investor will tell you, the greatest assets are not external, they are internal. The fourth and most crucial investment is in yourself. Your knowledge, your skills, your ability to learn and adapt. Reading, continuous learning, and mentorship have built more fortunes than any market rally. From ancient teachers to modern billionaires, the most powerful empires are built on the discipline of lifelong learning. Your earning potential will always mirror your capacity to grow. And finally, we arrive at the investment with the most extraordinary and measurable return: giving. Charity, service, and contribution. Look at the world's wealthiest individuals: Gates, Musk, Bezos. Notice their commitment to large-scale philanthropy. They understand that giving is not a loss, it's a multiplier. Across cultures, traditions, and belief systems, the principle is the same. When you invest in others, the return comes back with exponential force, sometimes described as a return of up to 700 times. Whether through money, skills, or time, giving is the ultimate accelerator of a meaningful, prosperous life. The path to a responsible, successful financial future has never been clearer. To anchor these insights, here is a concise summary of the 5 essential investments that align sustainable growth with ethical wisdom. Gold. The anchor. A stable, time-tested store of value and a reliable hedge against uncertainty. Ethical ETFs. The engine. Accessible, diversified, high-growth investments that follow stringent ethical or values-based screening, offering exposure to hundreds of global blue-chip companies. Productive property, the security. Real estate that generates steady, transparent rental income while appreciating in value over time. Self-investment, the driver. Continuous learning, skill building, and personal development, the foundation that determines your financial potential. Charity and giving, the multiplier. Contribution to others, unlocking the highest exponential return across both financial and life outcomes. Remember, fortune may come from things beyond our control, but what is in our control is the action we take today. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because like and subscribe are in your hands. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. The Wealth Up Hub, level up your wealth.